How should HR be measuring the ROI of AI? It's a lot of acronyms. This is a critical question for us to ask right now because AI budgets are up 108% in 2026, which means people are being given budget to go try out AI tools. And in 6 to 12 months, we're going to be accountable to prove the impact of those tools to maintain that budget we're now given. So the way that you look at ROI for HR tools is different than the way that we should look at it for software or accounting, where you can count saved hours, increased productivity. Output is just a lot more measurable, and same with things like saved headcount, things like that. In HR, we should not be looking at it in that way. We should be looking at it to actually finally prove metrics that we've always wanted to prove, like behavior change, but never actually been able to. And instead, our tech platforms have been limited in a way that have kept HR being seen as check the box siloed activities that aren't really connected to the day-to-day work. AI in HR is changing that completely. So there are 3 ways that HR should be measuring impact that I have been intimately involved in for almost 10 years. So I just want to explain this to everyone. The first is, let's look at it for scalability. Any AI platform you look at is going to have to make this claim. AI coaching, get scale coaching to everyone in your organization, for example. Scalability, hands down, number one thing you should look for. But that's kind of like cost of entry for AI with HR. The second thing that we should look to it to measure for us is increasing the impact we're getting from our existing investments that we've made. So how can all of your talent data go from being, these siloed check the box activities like performance reviews that you do every so often, 360s for leadership that is often its different system, or your assessments that you've invested into, or your leadership development courses, or whatever it is that you've invested into in all these different places. How do we actually tie all of that together to serve people every single day in their flow of work? So an ROI metric you should be looking at is increasing the reach and the impact of those existing extremely expensive investments actually coming into the day-to-day and serving people for daily growth and development in their flow of work. And then the third thing, if those first 2 are true, we can finally prove that North Star of behavior change with AI platforms. AI is, when done well, it's extremely conversational. People are interacting with it in ways that they don't realize they are giving it data because they are actually reaping a benefit through every point of interaction with it. So AI coaching is the space I know the best. So when someone is talking with their AI coach, the AI coach understands, hey, are more critical conversations happening? Was feedback given in a helpful way to somebody? Was this leadership principle actually enacted in a relationship inside the organization? Are people growing in their self-confidence and their self-awareness? Are people following through more on accountability? Things that we have trained our people in and that people tell us they want more of, or our employee engagement scores reveal to us they are lacking, not enough recognition on this team. The AI coach and AI platforms in general should be able to be interacting with our people in ways that we are gathering that data to know they're actually doing these behaviors. And then those behaviors should, of course, it should show up in things like your employee engagement surveys and the other things that you're doing. But the AI platform itself should be able to aggregate that data for HR with proof that these things are happening, but also with suggestions of what to do. That AI platform should be a help to the HR team of where do they actually need to further their investments? Where do they need to get involved? Where are their investments already just taking off and being supported by the AI platform in and of itself? So those 3 ways I think are so critical for HR to be evaluating the impact of AI. It is scalability and reach. It is increasing the impact of your existing investments, everything from your HCM to the programming you have put on, and it is proving behavior change.